Today I am going to explain the topic equation of straight line for class 10th. In this there are many parts. First, one by one I will explain that inclination of a line. First point is inclination of a line. Now what is meant by inclination of a line? Suppose the line is inclined and it's intersect the x and y axis. Then inclination of a line is nothing but the angle theta which makes by the line above x-axis with the positive direction of x-axis. Suppose, for example, AB is the line which intersect x-axis at A point and y-axis at a B point. And now AB intersects the x-axis at A point. So positive direction of x-axis OX. Now angle made by this line with positive direction, that is OX, and which measured in anti-clockwise direction, that this denoted by this theta. Then this angle is nothing but the inclination of the line AB with the x-axis. For example, again one more example. Suppose line makes again AB intersects the x-axis at A point and B on y-axis. Here A point is at the negative side of the x-axis and B point in above x-axis means positive side of the y-axis. Now here theta is measured from the positive in the positive direction of x-axis. So theta is the angle between the positive direction of x-axis and line AB, and it should be measured in a anti-clockwise direction like this. This is the direction, not clockwise. So arrow is shown here. This is anti-clockwise direction. Then this angle is nothing but the inclination of the line. When the line intersects the negative side of x-axis, then that at that point sometimes you get the angle theta as a acute angle, and when the line intersects positive side of x-axis, then many times you get the obtuse angle. Okay, so understood what is meant by inclination of a line? Inclination of a line is the angle which makes by a line portion of a line which is above x-axis with the positive direction of x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. How to measure that angle? It is measured in anti-clockwise direction from the positive direction of x-axis towards the line. So in short, inclination of a line is angle made by the line with the positive direction of x-axis measured in anti-clockwise direction. Understood? So here AB makes angle theta with the positive direction of x-axis. So theta is the angle of inclination, or simply we can say that inclination of a line. Next part, using this inclination we can say the second part, that is slope or gradient of a line. Now what is meant by slope and gradient? Now slope, which is nothing but the tan ratio of angle of inclination of a line. Slope or gradient of a line is nothing but the tan ratio, that is trigonometric ratio tan of angle of inclination of the line, that is tan theta is nothing but the slope of a line or gradient of a line. And standard notation for the slope of a line we can denote as a m. So m is equal to tan theta is nothing but the slope or gradient of a line. Understood? These two things. Inclination, that is angle of inclination, is nothing but the angle made by the line with the positive direction of x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. And slope or gradient of a line is nothing but the tan ratio of angle of inclination, that is tan theta So it is noted by m. M is equal to tan theta is nothing but the slope of the line. Now how to find the slope value, or when theta will be given, angle of inclination will be given, that time you will get the slope value. Now theta, maybe you get acute angle or obtuse angle. So when it will be acute angle, tan theta will be positive, so slope value will be positive. When it is obtuse angle, the tan theta value will be negative, so slope value will be negative. Okay, understood? So slope value or gradient of line will be positive or negative. It's depend on the angle theta, that is inclination of the line. Now we'll see more definitions for the slope, or more formulas how to get the slope value. First we got the slope value as a m is equal to tan theta. When it will be possible, when the angle of inclination is given, then only we can use this formula to get the slope value. Instead of the theta value, if other than that, if the any 2 points on the line are given, then how to find the slope value? For that, suppose x1 y1 and x2 y2, these are the 2 points on the line, then how to find the slope? For that, formula is m is equal to, that is slope is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. This is the formula to find the slope when the coordinates of the any 2 points on that line will be given. That is how to define this. That is y2 minus y1 means difference between the y coordinate divided by the difference between the x coordinate. So these are the 2 important formulas to find the slope of the line, slope of a line or gradient of a line. M is equal to tan theta and m is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. This is all about the inclination of a line and slope or gradient of a line. Now we'll discuss how to get the slope value or inclination for the standard lines. That is our coordinate system, x-axis, y-axis, lines parallel to x-axis and lines parallel to y-axis. How to find the slope or gradient of that lines and inclination of a line. Okay. Now we'll see what is the value of inclination or slope for the standard lines, that is x-axis, y-axis, line parallel to x-axis, line parallel to y-axis. Now inclination is nothing but the angle made by the line with positive direction of x-axis, which measured in anti-clockwise direction. So what is the angle made by x-axis with x-axis? It will be 0. So inclination of x-axis, that is theta, is equal to 0. So what will be the m, that is a slope for x-axis? M is equal to tan theta, that is tan 0, and tan 0 value is 0. So slope of x-axis or inclination of x-axis is 0. So slope for x-axis is 0. Now any line parallel to x-axis. Suppose this L1 line is parallel to x-axis at some distance from x-axis. Now this line again makes angle 0 with a positive direction of x-axis. So for that line also theta value is 0. So slope m, that is tan 0, will be 0. So for x-axis inclination is 0. So tan 0 value is 0. So slope of x-axis is 0. Similarly, line parallel to x-axis inclination is 0. So slope of the line parallel to x-axis is also 0. This is first point. Slope or inclination of a line for x-axis and line parallel to x-axis. Now what about y-axis? Now y-axis is perpendicular to the x-axis. So what is the inclination of y-axis with x-axis? It is 90 degree. So theta value is 90 degree for y-axis. Then what will be the slope? So slope will be m is equal to tan 90 degree. And what is the tan 90? It is not defined. So slope of the y-axis is not defined because tan 90 value it is not defined. So slope value is not defined for the y-axis. Suppose any line parallel to y-axis. Suppose L2 is the line parallel to y-axis. Again line parallel to y-axis means it's again makes the 90 degree angle with the positive direction of x-axis. So for that line also inclination value is 90 degree. So again slope will be tan 90. So again it is not defined. So in short, what we can say, slope of x-axis is 0. Slope of a line parallel to x-axis is also 0. Slope of a y-axis is not defined, and slope of a line parallel to y-axis is not defined. Instead of x-axis, line parallel to x-axis, y-axis, line parallel to y-axis, we can say that x-axis is a horizontal line. So for horizontal line, slope value is always 0. Then y-axis is a vertical line. So for vertical line, slope value is always not defined. So for these are the standard two lines, horizontal line and vertical line. For horizontal lines, slope value is 0. For vertical line, slope value is not defined. Other than that, if the line is oblique line which intersect x or y axis, for that already I discussed what are the slope values. For that oblique line, other than horizontal and vertical line, slope value m is equal to tan theta or m is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. These are the two formulas. These are the two formulas for the oblique line to get the slope or gradient of that line. Understood? Using this here to get the equation of straight line. So be careful about these formulas. Okay. Now next part is what is meant by intercepts made by a line on axis. That is intercepts made by a line on x-axis or y-axis. That is nothing but x-intercept and y-intercepts. Suppose AB is the line which intersect x-axis at point A and y-axis at a point B. Then what is mean by x-intercept? X-intercept of AB is nothing but the distance OA. Distance between the O and the point where the line intersects x-axis, OA. Or in short you can write the x coordinate of that point, that is x-intercept. So here x-intercept of AB is OA. Similarly y-intercept of AB is nothing but the OB distance, that is OB. So OB, which is nothing but the y coordinate of the point B, that is nothing but the y-intercept of AB. So x-intercept of AB is OA, distance of that point from O coordinate, and OB, that is nothing but the y-intercept of AB. Understood? Now we'll see what is the condition of collinearity when the 3 points are collinear. Suppose A, B, C, there are 3 points. If slope of AB is equal to slope of BC, then we can say that A, B, C are the collinear points. Or when we say that it is given that slope of AB is equal to slope of BC, it means that A, B, C, these points are collinear. Okay. See the order A, B, C. First we have to take slope of A and B, first 2 points, and then slope of B and C. So A, B, B, C. We have to take that points in order. Okay. Now there is one more thing about the intercepts made by a line on x-axis, that is x-intercept and y-intercept, when it is positive and when it is negative. X-intercept, when the point is on right hand side, that is positive side of x-axis, then the x-intercept will be positive. When the point is on intercept made by the line on negative, that is LHS of origin, then it is negative point. Positive side of x-axis, then it is positive intercept, x-intercept. Negative side of x-axis, then it is negative x-intercept. For the y-intercept, if the point on y-axis is above origin, then that intercept will be positive. When the point is below origin, then the y-intercept will be negative. Because already we know above origin y coordinates are positive, below origin y coordinates are negative. Same way on RHS x coordinates are positive, on LHS x coordinates are negative. In that sense we have to take the x and y intercept sign even. Only here OA, this is the distance. OA, that distance we have to take, whether it is positive, negative, we have to take on x and y axis according to the point. This is all about the intercepts made by a line on x and y axis and what is the condition of collinearity. Now we'll see simple sums related to all this part. Now we'll see exercise 14A, question number 1. What is question number 1? Find the slope of a line passing through the points A and B. Now when the slope of the line passing through the 2 points, we have the formula, that is m is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. What is x1 y1, x2 y2? These are the coordinates of the points. So suppose A is x1 y1 and B is x2 y2 point. According to that, x1 y1 is nothing but minus 2 1 and x2 y2 value is 3 minus 4. Now use this formula, in this substitute the values. So you will get the slope value. M is equal to here y2, that is minus 4 minus y1 is 1 divided by x2, that is 3 minus x1 is minus 2. So minus 4 minus 1 upon 3 minus minus 2, that is minus 5 upon 3 plus 2. Minus minus becomes plus. So it is minus 5 upon 5. So slope value will be minus 1. So slope of a line passing through the points A and B, first part, that is m is equal to minus 1. Again I'll explain this. A and B, these are the given points. We have to find the slope of a line passing through A and B. Now when the line passing through the point x1 y1 and x2 y2, then slope is defined as m is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. This is the formula when the line passing through the 2 points. In this, now substitute the values y2 minus y1 and x2 minus x1. That is minus 4 minus 1 upon 3 minus minus 2. You get the slope value as a minus 1. One more problem. A and B points given as a 2, 5 and minus 4, minus 4. So x1, y1 point is 2, 5, and x2, y2 point is minus 4, minus 4. So slope, again write down the formula first. M is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. That is equal to, now here y2 value is minus 4, y1 is 5, so minus 4 minus 5, x2 is minus 4 and x1 is 2. Again minus 4 minus 5, that is minus 9, minus 4 minus 2, 6. So minus minus, you will get the plus value, and 9 upon 6, if you reduce this, you will get 3 by 2. So slope of the line passing through this point A and B is M is equal to 3 upon 2. Directly we are using the formula when the line passing through the 2 points. Understood? This is the first problem. Now see the question 2. What is given? If P, slope of the line passing through P, K, 3 and Q, 8, minus 6 is minus 3 by 4, then find the value of K. Now here 2 points are given in which the coordinate of one point, that is x coordinate of the point P, is unknown, that is K, and slope of the line is given minus 3 by 4. We have to find the unknown value x. Again here 2 points coordinates are given, we can denote as x1 y1 and x2 y2. Slope value is given, means m is equal to minus 3 by 4, and when the line passing through the 2 points, then slope is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. In this substitute the given values, you will get the unknown value. Now m is minus 3 by 4, y2 that is minus 6, y1 that is 3, x2 is 8, minus x1 is k. So 8 minus k. Now simplify this, you will get the value of k. For that we have to cross multiply. So minus 3 into 8 minus k is equal to 4 into minus 6 minus 3, that is minus 9. Or you can write minus 6 minus 3. To the next step you can simplify that. Now simplify this, minus 24 minus minus plus 3k is equal to minus 36. So 3k value is minus 36 plus 24. So it will be minus 12. So k value will be minus 12 divided by 3, that is minus 4. So using the again formula we have done this sum, you get the value of k as a minus 4. Here coordinates of the point are given, slope value is given, but in the coordinate, one coordinate, that is x coordinate of the point P, was unknown, so we got that as a minus 4. This is the second sum. Now see the question number 3. In that, what is question number 3? Without using distance formula, prove that the points A, B, C are collinear. Now the 3 points A, B, C, the coordinates are given. We have to prove that the points are collinear. And we know what is the condition for collinearity. When the 3 points are collinear, that is when the slope of AB is equal to slope of BC. So first we have to find the slope of AB as well as slope of BC. If the slope values are equal, then we can say that ABC are collinear. Now first we'll find the slope of AB. Now we have to find slope of AB. So here x1, y1, and this point is x2, y2. So slope of AB, that m1 is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Formula according to x1, y1 and x2, y2, 2 points. Now therefore m1 is equal to, now here y2 value is minus 2, y1 is 4, so minus 2 minus 4, x2 is 3, x1 is 1, 3 minus 1. So here you get minus 6 upon 2, that is equal to minus 3. This is slope of AB. Similarly, find the slope of BC. Now for B and C, again suppose m2 is the slope, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. In this again notation wise, this is x1 y1 for BC and x2 y2 point. So according to that we have to substitute the values. So m2 is equal to y2, here y2 will be 16. So 16, y1 is minus 2. So 16 minus 2. x2 is minus 3 and x1 is 3. So minus 3. So it is 16 plus 2 upon minus 6. That is 18 upon minus 6. So m2 value is minus 3. So m1 is minus 3, m2 is minus 3. That is slope of AB is equal to slope of BC. Therefore, we can say that ABC are collinear. Slope of AB is equal to slope of BC. Therefore, the given points A, B, C are collinear. Hence, we proved it using the slope formula. Separately calculate the value of slope of AB and slope of BC. Compare. If both are equal, then A, B, C are collinear points. Understood? Okay. Now next problem, that is question number 4. In this, what is given? If P, Q, R are collinear, find the value of K, that is unknown for the x coordinate of point R. Now here it is given that P, Q, R are collinear. When the 3 points are collinear, when slope of PQ is equal to slope of QR. Means it is given that slope of PQ is equal to slope of QR. Now we have to compare these slopes values and then we can find the value of K, that is unknown. Now first find the slope of PQ, then slope of QR and compare the values. Now what will be the slope of PQ is equal to, again formula is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Every time first write down the formulas. If any mistake happen, you can recognize where you went wrong. So first write down the formula and then substitute the values. Now for P and Q, for P, K, 1, that is x1 y1 point and this is x2 y2. Now your y2 value is minus 5 and y1 is 1. Minus 5 minus 1. Then x2 is 2, that is x coordinate of Q, minus x1 is k. So 2 minus k, that is equal to minus 6 upon 2 minus k. This is slope of PQ. Now slope of QR. Again the same formula, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. But the values of y2, y1, x2, x1 will be changed. Now for Q and R, this is x1, y1 point, x2, y2 point. x1, y1, x2, y2. Again y2 value is here minus 3, y1 is minus 5, so minus 5 upon x2 is k minus 2 minus x1 is 2. That is minus 3, here I write minus 3 plus 5 upon k minus 4, minus 2 minus 2 minus 4. So it is 2 upon k minus 4. This is slope of QR. Now we have to compare slope of PQ and slope of QR. Therefore, but slope of PQ is equal to slope of QR. Therefore, minus 6, 2 minus k is equal to 2 upon k minus 4. Now simplify this and find the value of k. For that, minus 6 into k minus 4 is equal to 2 into 2 minus k. So minus 6 into k minus 4 is equal to 2 into 2 minus k. So minus 6k minus plus 6 4s are 24. 2 into 2, 4 minus 2k. So minus 6k plus 2k is equal to 4 minus 24. So minus 6 minus 2 plus 2, that is minus 4k is equal to minus 20. So k is equal to minus 20 upon minus 4, that is k is equal to 5. This is the value of k which is unknown. K is equal to 5. So in this sum, for coordinates of the 3 points was given. In that one unknown k value was there. So in that again it was given that P, Q are collinear points. We use the condition for collinearity to get the unknown value k, that is k is equal to 5. This is all about the what is inclination, what is the slope or gradient of line, what is the condition of collinearity using the slope of a line, and y-intercept or intercepts made by a line on coordinate axis. Okay.